What is up, y'all? It is Beyond the Harmony, beyondtheharmony.com. I am the host that you know as Cecil West, back again with the one and only
Jonathan Lippy.
And this is your question of the day. We'd previously asked you guys what you thought your favorite Bone Thugs song without Crazy Bone on it is. Now, today, I'm going to flip the fucking script, John. You probably know where we're going. I want to know what your favorite Bone Thugs song without Bizzy Bone is.
Oh, well, I'm going to try to throw you for a loop because you're probably thinking I'm going with Strength and Loyalty, some cut off of that. But I'm going back to the old school and just blow your mind with this one. It's all original, coming from the Cleveland Criminal.
Oh,
Bizzy Bone
yeah.
is not on that song. And I mean, I don't think he is. Like, I remember listening to it a few times. Is he on at the very end? I mean, is Bizzy not on all original? Because if he's not,
Okay.
it's called like Everyday Thing Part 2. It's an everyday thing when you let the bucks bang. Mo Thug, that's all we claim. That one, I think Bizzy's on, but all because I get that confused with all original. But
Yeah, all
all originals,
original. I don't think he's on that. At least not on the album version. There's a, you know what? He's on, he's on. Okay, I remember this now from having it. I'm pretty sure that he is on the clean version. Only on the clean version.
there's a clean version of all original.
And Busy Bone has a verse.
Holy shit, I gotta hear that, bro. Like, I've never heard it all these years. This is like news. I'm leaving myself a note here. All original clean. Oh man, that's gonna be news.
And
All
so
original clean.
and I think I know that there's a version with Busy, and I'm pretty sure that what it was he's on the clean version. Maybe he's only on the pre-release version, but I'm pretty sure he's on the clean version.
Okay, so all original dirty. Because that's one of my favorite Bone songs anyway. All original. And but if not, then I would just say, I don't know, I tried. I really like I tried. I mean, it's so played out, but it's funny. Like whereas like the Crossroads is like I just can't do it anymore. I can still really enjoy hearing I tried come when that plays. Like I'm not sick and tired of I tried, but I'm going with all original dirty version on the Art of War just for the shock value that it's from like that it's from the golden era and there's a golden era song without Busy Bone and that's my joint right there. All original Cleveland Criminal. Why do I want to
I'm
sound like
gonna,
crazy, lazy, busy, wishing flesh? I'm so full of anguish. That's my shit right there.
man, I think you're right about all original. If you guys know what song I'm talking about, somebody had a verse on Art of War that was only on the clean version. And I don't remember if it's all original or what the fuck it was. Somebody out there listening knows though. Somebody had a verse that wasn't on the dirty, that was on the clean. So make sure you guys drop that in the comments below as well. Help me and Johnny out. Because maybe it wasn't all original. It's one of them though, bro. That's out there. They did some
Ain't
really crazy
nothing changed
auto.
every day. That's ain't nothing changed every day. That one and all original for whatever reason in my mind get blocked together. Like I feel like I can't believe all original was on this too. Like I've talked about this before. My mind remembers ain't nothing changed and all original being back to back, and it's just not true. But that's like I feel like I'm in a Mandela effect every single time I talk about this. I'm like, all original was on disc one. All original came after Ain't Nothing Changed. But I'm looking it up and they're not even on the same disc. Do you remember all original being on disc one?
Yeah, it's crazy. You've asked me this before. Like this is a real thing in your mind, huh? Like that's real, really
I'm so
sticks with you.
Mandela affected on this. Yeah, I just don't believe it as I look at this. I feel like I'm looking at a lie. I'm like, nah. If you asked me, like even before we did this show, if you would have said is all original on disc one or two, I would have said, yo, it's on one and it comes right after Ain't Nothing Changed, and it doesn't. It doesn't. I don't know why my mind thinks this, but that's my number one. What's your favorite track without Busy?
Well, I'm gonna do exactly what you said you were not gonna do, and I'm gonna go to Strength and Loyalty. And it, I love this song. You love this song. I think a lot of fans really love this song, and I think this song would have been great with Busy, but I love it just the way it is. My absolute favorite non-Busy Bone song, and it has nothing to do with Busy Bone not being on it. Um, the song is just great. It's Wind Blow is my favorite
Is it the
non-Busy Bone song. Because that
woo?
Fleetwood Mac sample is fucking great, and they kill it, bro. We've talked about this on the show before, but they kill that. Um, I love that song, and from that album as well. If I wasn't picking Wind Blow, then I'd immediately go with Flow Motion, or what I know as Flow Motion Part Two. But I thought Flow Motion was just a fucking great song as well. Uh, so but it's got to be Windblow. I love Windblow is my favorite song on that whole fucking album.
Stevie Nicks. That's who the singer was. Last time we talked about it, I was like, man, what was her name? Stevie
Oh
Nicks.
yeah, yeah.
Stevie Nicks, yeah, Wimblow, Wimblow. You know, when Strength and Loyalty first dropped, I think that was my initial favorite track on the album. Do you remember what your initial like? Obviously, as time goes on, you then start to like other tracks, but like that was my standout joint. Aside from I tried, that was the single that doesn't count. But like Windblow, when I first got it, I was like, this is my joint. What do you remember? What your favorite joint was when you
It
first got
would
Strength and Loyalty?
well, I mean, coming out the gate, I really loved Flow Motion, because it was the first track and it was great and it was named after the Flow Motion from Art of War. So I love Flow Motion, but I think like Windblow was like immediately the shit to me. It was either that or like Order My Steps, because both of those ones still sit with me pretty heavy. I also, and we've talked about this, but I loved Never Forget Me. I always felt like
Oh yeah.
the three verses were super disappointing compared to how good that beat and hook was. Um, I've heard a lot of people remix that. I've never heard anybody out of all the remixes, I've never heard anybody lay down a fucking verse on that song that I thought was that good. I don't know if it's because the beat and the hook is so good or if people just can't get into it, but like, man, that beat and hook is so good. I've always felt like every version of that song I've ever heard is kind of mediocre. Um, but yeah, no, it's got to be, it had to have been Windblow. Just like immediately had me. It probably got replayed immediately.
Same here. Same here. And I always wished that the struggle, even though it wasn't on the album, it was from that time period, the one with Petey Pablo. Like I
I
wish
love
that
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 song.
was yeah, I love it, but it felt like it wasn't a complete track. You know what I mean? It felt like it was an assembled kind of song. But like I wish that song to me is just like Never Forget Me. It was so on the cusp of being great, and it's still a good song, but it just there was something lacking, and I don't want to say that like this is like it's like a meal that you like smells so good, but it's just lacking a spice or something. And same with Little Ghetto Boy,
Oh, I love that
that
song too.
one. Yeah, but even that one, as good as it is, it's there's something. Well, I guess they have like an empty space on that one, right? Like there's just like empty space on it, kind of like Evil
Well, yeah, I
Paradise, which
think it was
also could have been.
unfinished or
Yeah,
something, maybe.
Little Ghetto Boy could have been like if they wouldn't put that one out, that one could have been like one of those top hits up there. Like that song had potential to be the jam. So like those, yeah, those are all just Strength and Loyalty misses right there. And then obviously they couldn't put out the one with No Doubt, but that one could have been a minor hit as well. And I don't
I
know, we
like
were
that
talking
one
about
too.
what busy.
They
Yeah,
had great tracks on that. They had great tracks on that album. Yeah, we were
these were all
talking about
cuts.
the favorite non Busy Bone song.
I'm busy phone. We start. Well, hey, everyone I just mentioned, if Little Ghetto Boy was completed and professionally mixed and mastered and thought through, that might be the best track without Busy. Probably, maybe Little Ghetto Boy. But I'm gonna
Yeah.
stick with all original.
I, I think, by the way, when we were talking all original earlier, I know that Handle the Vibe, there's a pre-release that has Flesh and Bone in it.
Really?
Yeah. But I don't think that's what I'm thinking of. I do think on the actual clean version of the album that there's a Busy Bone verse on one of the songs that isn't on the dirty version. So again, if anybody knows what I'm talking about, and I gotta stress, I don't believe I'm talking about the fucking Handle the Vibe pre-release with Flesh. I'm pretty sure Bizzy Bone has a verse on something that isn't on the album. But if anybody knows what I'm talking about, drop that in the fucking comments below. While you're dropping that comment, don't forget to let us know what your favorite Bone Thugs song is that doesn't have Bizzy Bone on it. So drop both those comments in the comment below and share this with another Bone fan so we can find out what their favorite Bone Thugs song is that doesn't have Bizzy on it. And me and John will catch y'all on the next one.